Hey family, Ramon Preston here, founder and president of Ramon Preston University. And if you're a pastor, or perhaps you know a pastor, and you know without a shadow of a doubt, you or the pastor you know is a self-starter, I want to introduce you to our do-it-yourself, our DIY church startup kit. Now, it's very important to know, I've been in ministry for 20 years. I pastored a church for 12 years. And even with my apostolic responsibilities as an organizational leader who deals with churches and pastors and ministry leaders on a daily basis, I know how important it is for you to legitimize your ministry. Statistics show across the board that 9 out of the 10 churches in the United States of America only see somewhere around 50 to 65 adults in their regular attendance. Most of those churches don't even see 50 adults each week, which means their finances are low, their resources are limited. And this is why the do-it-yourself church startup kit is essential, because I was, for many of those 12 years, limited in my resources, low in my finances, and I had to figure out what I needed to do to not just legitimize my church, but to put my church in the best position it could be in for my congregation and for my community. And so I want to introduce you to our do-it-yourself DIY church startup kit. And let me show you with what this church startup kit is going to be made up of. Well, we provide for you the steps for starting your church, everything you need to know step by step on how to start your church from A to Z, from beginning to end, from the vision or the idea that you have all the way into the execution to see it legitimized and come to pass. We also provide articles of incorporation so that when you file your articles with the Secretary of State, all you have to do is fill in the blank with your name, with your personal and ministry information. We already have the articles of incorporation prepared for you. We also have an SS4 form for your church EIN number with the IRS, which we have the form. It's a sample form. All you have to do again is fill in the blanks. We provide for you, and this is very important, the church constitution and bylaws. Every church needs a constitution and bylaws. You may not think you need them because you may be small, you may be limited in your resources and low on your funds, but your constitution and bylaws is going to have a lot to do with not just the bad things that may come up in your ministry or in the lives of your ministers or people, but the good things that come up in your ministry and in the lives of your ministers and your people. We also provide for you instructions for your constitution and bylaws so that you can understand what the constitution is, what the bylaws are, and how they work within the details of what you do on a day-to-day basis in your ministry organization. We provide a conflict of interest policy detailing all the things that you need to know for you, for your staff, paid or unpaid, for your volunteers, for your ministers, for your lay leaders, for your members, and even for the community that you have in your constitution and bylaws that you want to serve. We provide a reimbursement policy in the event your ministry receives a substantial amount of money or a greater level of resources. The reimbursement policy will highlight in details what you do and how you go about in order to be reimbursed or to reimburse those who've invested in your ministry from a corporate or organizational level. We provide a certificate of ordination for you as a pastor and for the ministers who are in your organization. It's very important, not just to the IRS when you're filing your 501c3, but it's very important to you that you are ordained not just by some network or organizational denominational structure that you've been under, but you're also ordained, at least have an ordination certificate on file from the ministry that you pastor and that you lead. We also show you how to submit your 1023 packet for your 501c3. We give you the instructions for your 1023 form. That's the form that you're going to fill out and submit to the IRS for your 501c3. And then we provide for you the 1023 form for your church 501c3. Just this alone is worth every penny that you invest into this DIY church startup kit, because with the 1023 form that we provide, it's already pre-filled out, and all you have to do is go back, fill in the blanks with your name, your information, your organization's information, and you submit it with all the details of what needs to be included with that form and in that form so that you can be approved for your 501c3 status. And we also provide for you a link to your corporate seal kit. That's very important. When you license ministers, you want to have your seal kit. When you provide certain documents that are legitimized through your ministry, you want to have your seal kit so that you can put your seal of approval for your church charter on it. All of this is included in our DIY church startup kit. All you have to do is click the link in this video. It will bring you to RamonPrestonUniversity.com, where you'll be able to fill out the information and to receive all these downloadable documents today. You don't have to wait. You don't have to anticipate. You don't have to worry and be concerned about how you're going to legitimize your ministry. We've simplified this process because I, like you, have been there trying to figure out what I needed to do to legitimize my church and take it to the next level. And we've made this simple for you.